Deck 2. Going up.
It's me, Gareth, from Port Monkeys, and today we're on Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Sea. Start down here on deck 2. There's not really much here other than the boarding area, which is right around the bend here. Anyway, there is another section of deck 2, and it's the medical facility and another boarding area. We're on deck 2, and it's the medical facility, and they're actually open because it's, hopefully you never see this part of the ship on your cruise. The waiting room, reception area. This is the Centrum, and there's some event going on here, but we'll walk around and have a look. These are the glass elevators that face the ocean. So when you're riding up or down, you can look out at the sea. So we're on the glass elevators that look out over the ocean. Taking a trip down. There's 3 of these. We're probably going to stop for somebody. Maybe not. But it gives you a nice view of the ocean. Of course, we're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. This is the Voom. Internet cafe, we'll call it. This is where you sign up for internet. We walk back over here. We're heading aft now on the port side, so to the rear of the ship. There's the dining room. It's breakfast time now, so it's not very crowded. They're playing beanbag, fun bags. It's a competition. And here we have the shore excursion desk and the guest services desk. Guest service is always open. Shore excursion open part of the day. Let's go up these stairs to deck 5. We're on deck 5, still midship. This is what the Centrum looks like. It's about 8 stories tall, 8 decks high, however you want to say it. On each deck there's like a little balcony, and on this side on each deck there's 2 balconies with chairs and tables and couches, sort of like this. So I'm back over on port, and this is sort of an ad for the stores. This is my international ambassador. Now I'm heading to the starboard side, deck 5. And here we have your next cruise, and a bunch of cruises, and they're open today, it looks like, waiting to talk to you. And this is the coffee bar. And now this coffee costs extra. Also on deck 5 are the shops. The shops are closed because it's early in the morning, but they leave this one way open. I can't, so I have to go here on the port side if I want to get to the front of the ship. There is a walkway over on starboard, but it's closed off when the shops aren't open. Deck 5, starboard side. There's the great outdoors. We're on a Transatlantic heading to the Canary Islands from Puerto Rico. Art and photo gallery. So here's where you'd see the pictures they take of you each day, each night, all the time, never stop. And it's the art gallery too. And as all cruise ships, they have art auctions. And lots of them. This brings us to the entrance to the Coral Theater. And this is the Coral Theater. Sound and lights. Balcony up there. We'll go up there later. It's a nice theater. They have nice seats. Nice sight lines. No obstructions, except maybe way up there. And the stage. Just came out of the Coral Theater. I'm right there. Crossing. This is the forward elevator lobby again. This ship only has 2 sets of elevators. And it brings us to the conference center in the Caspian boardroom. And apparently they're set up to take pictures here. We're going to head outside here on deck 5. On deck 5 you can go most of the way around the ship. It's nice and wide and open, has chairs, has the deep blue sea. So that probably doesn't sound very good. And it's so windy it's kind of hard to walk. But this is where you can, be the king of the world. Woo! There's our ship. There's the bridge. That's where they're steering from. We're going to go back down, just to the front, the very bow of the ship, you could say. We're still on deck 5, looking out at the Atlantic, and it's a nice blue color. When the sun gets up higher, it really looks good. On deck 5, heading aft, we're going to see if we can go all the way around to the other side. And now we're in the very back of the ship, crossing from starboard to port. And there's our wake. We're moving along pretty good. So let's cross to the other side. Deck 6. Upstairs from the Choral Theater. And I'm going to go in the balcony of the Choral Theater. Just fairly crowded. This is what it looks like from up above. Seats along the sides. Even up there. That's the port side over there. We are going to get into the pit stop and cinema. So the pit stop is a bar and the cinema is an actual theater. You probably couldn't see much there. So this is the pit stop. They're always showing sporting events. I've never seen more than 2 people in here, and they were sitting right here watching soccer. And then we have Casino Royale. So this is the casino, and it's about 9:30 in the morning. This is the casino bar. I don't see baccarat. Somebody asked me about baccarat. I don't see it on this ship. There you have the Vintages bar. So the wine bar, we'll call it. And it looks like that. Vintages. Still playing fun bags down below. Oops. So, remember, we're on the starboard side heading aft. And this is the Schooner Bar and the Safari Club and Giovanni's Table. That's an upscale restaurant, and Chop's Grill, another restaurant. Those both cost money. It's got a definite nautical theme. Had my picture taken in there, steering the ship. What a joke, huh? Anyway, this is the Schooner Bar, and sometimes in the Schooner Bar they have trivia, and other times it's down in the Safari Club. This is Chop's Grill, and people are in there eating breakfast, so it must be a breakfast thing. Still in the Schooner Bar. We took Italian lessons in here too. Italian restaurant. I think it's $30 a person. And then you get into the Safari Club. And it looks like they're set up for an art auction today. They have these pool tables, and I don't know if you can see that moving. but they supposedly match the motion of the ocean. So normally when you come in here, there's tables and chairs, couches, and not a bunch of easels with art on them. I've been in here for trivia also. Like I say, it looks like art auction day. And now we are at the aft of the ship, the stern, the back, the very back. And this is the safari bar. Now we are on deck 7 with some other artwork. A little lookout down in the Centrum, or up in the Centrum, as the case may be. Where the cornhole competition is taking place. The business center and staterooms, and then 8, 9, 10 just staterooms. So we're going to skip them because you don't need to see passageways with doors. And this is the business center. And I see they have a printer and some computers, but other than that, I don't know what they do here. And here's a Happy Business Center representative. We're now on deck 11. And remember, we're at the center of the ship, midship. There's the Centrum. Of course, there's the ceiling of it. Looking down. It says it's the art gallery. But the only art is just this, and then there's some bathrooms. So I'm not sure what they mean. From here, we could go outside. Although we can't get through to there. Whatever might be in there. If I go around that way, it's the pool. Apparently people smoke in this area. And on deck 11, port side, aft, is the Windjammer Cafe, also known as a buffet. If you want some fresh squeezed orange juice, that's going to cost you $3. Oh, $3.50 it went up. I swear a couple days ago it was $3. Lots of seating, but I always have trouble finding a seat, so. Okay, we're on the starboard side, heading aft now. And that's my plate and cup from half an hour ago, if that means anything to you. So, this is the very back of the ship. And the last few days, this area has been very windy, but today it's not too bad. So we're going over to the port side and heading forward now, because we circled around the back of the ship. And then we pass inside. And the stuff on this side, the food items on this side, are kind of like the food items on the other side. So we'll wind through here. We have one of these bars on each side, you call it. And actually, it actually is a bar. You could get drinks there. Some people like to drink for breakfast, right? So as we leave the Windjammer Cafe, the buffet, there's this area. They've got some windows open. More opportunity to get drinks, coffee, juice, water. And this is the swimming pool. And there are actually two pools, but this is the one that's outside. So I'm going to cross over to starboard here. Dance floor. Giant television screen. One person in the pool, always a lifeguard on duty. The pool bar up there is deck 12. So this is the solarium, that being the Solarium Cafe. You can get free food there. It looks like they closed at 9 and they open back up at noon. And then they're 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. This pool, and it is a pool, has a cover and better lounge chairs. you'll notice. It has its own bar. I imagine they call that the solarium bar. Solarium bar. So now we're on the port side, heading forward. And heading into the spa. So this is the Vitality Spa. And you can get massages and everything else in there. All ships have spas. And it's the Vitality Fitness Center. So if you go up to deck 12, you can walk in here and they have the treadmills and weights and exercise machines and lots of mirrors. Never get tired of those. And people working out. On deck 12 here, port side, is where the start of the track is. And 1 mile equals 6 laps, or a kilometer is 4 laps. And it says jogging, but I don't think people ever actually run on it. Down there is the solarium pool. This is the covered solarium, and they can retract that roof. So there's the sky bar. It's not open, but it's just another bar. This is where they do big screen movies, although there's a theater, the cinema. You see not too many chairs taken yet, and it's almost 10 o'clock. So we're on deck 12, port side, heading aft. This is the sports court, let's call it. It's set up for soccer, basketball. I don't know if they ever play tennis. I don't see a net. We're just heading out to the back. I like this couch here. And there's this area where you can go in here, and it's called the Country Club, but I have no idea what they do here. More couches. I don't know if you can smoke on this side. So down there was the Windjammer Cafe. Crossed earlier. So now we've crossed over to starboard on deck 12, and you have Izumi Japanese cuisine. It's a la carte pricing. So it's got a sushi bar and some little tables, and they all have food set up on them. So something must be going on here today. Heading forward, port side, deck 12. And we come to the kids' water area and water slide. And so this is all for kids. I guess I could go on it if I wanted, but I'm not sure they want me. You can see up in the distance the rock wall. So the fairways of Jewel are up here. Hey, Jules. And that's their miniature golf. And I haven't played yet, but I probably will. Across this little bridge, there's the kids' pool area, which is real separate from the adults' pool area, which is, you know, midship. This is the rock climbing wall. I climbed it the other day, a couple of times. This is the rock climbing boss. I'm great, how are you? Great. Starboard side of deck 13. There's the rock climbing wall. Heading forward. I see a sliding glass door, but sometimes these don't open. So we'll see. We'll see. This one opened. And it looks like some sort of class going on here. There's the pool down there. They call this Vortex 13. I would think it was the Viking Crown Lounge. 13. These are the elevators that face the ocean. This is the Diamond Club. And they don't want me in there. And this is the Concierge Club. And I imagine, I see movement in there, that I'm not welcome in here either. Vortex Nightclub, Viking Crown Lounge, but it's really the same room. Concierge Club. On deck 12, this is the loyalty area, loyalty desk. We're on the starboard side, midship, and this is Adventure Ocean. This is where an Ocean Arcade and Challenger's Video Arcade. This is Fuel. I think it's kids disco, let's say. And this might be the smallest arcade I've ever seen at sea. So Explorers 6 to 8, Aquanauts 3 to 5. That's what it looks like. So if you have kids, this is the place. This is the top of the Centrum. I didn't realize it was a glass ceiling. So we're on the port side of deck 12 now because we came downstairs. So we've walked this. This is the jogging track. So we're on the starboard side of deck 12 going up to deck 13. So remember the rock climbing wall, adventure golf and stuff, we're down there on 13 in the Viking Crown Lounge. This is the other part of 13. We're up in the front of the ship and there's these two stairways and they lead down to another sort of hidden deck. So I guess we're actually going to go, this is deck 11, but you can't get anywhere else on this deck. It's a dead end in every direction. But more lounge chairs. Now that's the spa inside there. So there's people in there getting massages and whatnot. There's the helipad. It's crossed over to starboard on this little deck, and there's another stairway leading out. Look, it's another port monkey. So, wow, she got up early. But we're going to walk the track a little while. That's Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Seas. It's a nice ship. I like the way it looks. There's a couple things I would change, but I haven't met a ship yet that I don't want to change a little bit yet. Port monkey's out.